till I retire.
Now we rock dark parties and come correct. All cuts are on time and rhymes connect. Got the right to vote and we'll elect. And other rappers can't stand us, but give us respect.
Yeah, you've seen comedian Tony Rock every Tuesday night on BET hosting the very popular Apollo Live. Better yet, the Live on Stage this weekend. You can see him at the Parlor Live in Seattle. Tony has 2 shows tonight, 2 tomorrow, and you can get hooked up with tickets by linking to parlorlive.com at bobrivers.com. Tony Rock, welcome back to 95.7 KJR.
Good to be back. How are you?
Oh, man, great, man.
I like how everybody's head just started bobbing when that came on. It was like,
Nice
you can't
choice,
be
man.
mad at a Run DMC song.
We're dope during Run DMC song. We get dope.
Yeah, I love it. Do you like the old school stuff like that?
Oh, it's way better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Way better. I know I'm sounding old because I know my parents used to say that about hip-hop. When I listened to it, it was like, this is not music. The older stuff is better. But now I listen to new hip-hop, and I'm like, the old stuff's so much better.
Give me that classic.
Yeah.
That classic hip-hop.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in a musical house?
Yeah. My mother used to play a lot of music every Saturday when we were doing our chores. So
Really?
we
Radio or put records on?
records, yeah. The needle. And
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the,
man.
the- before it starts, you hear the
Oh, yeah.
and then the
Bet.
song comes on. So a lot of Gladys Knight, a lot of
yeah.
Luther Vandross while I'm mopping. So
Really?
So
Music to mop by.
whenever I hear like a slow Luther song, it's like I gotta wash some dishes. There's a toilet somewhere that's not clean.
Oh, my God.
I saw you wear a Mets hat on your website there. How did you decide Mets instead of Yankees growing up in New York, and how does that decision go for
Brooklyn
a guy?
and Queens is pretty much Mets, and Manhattan and the Bronx is pretty much Yankees.
You
There's
just-
there's some crossover, but somewhat those are the rules.
You just missed the Mets. They pulled
I know,
out of
yeah.
town last night, and
Yeah.
they don't ever come. I mean, you come more often to Seattle than the Mets
I
do.
missed them the last 2 weeks. They were in L.A. I was on the road. I get to L.A. They leave. They come to Seattle. I come a few days later. They're gone.
Well,
I'm
they
chasing
won
the Mets.
They won the series here.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Yes,
so-
nice.
Hold on, man. To be fair, no one has said chasing the Mets. At least in so long. We should treasure that moment,
Yes,
chasing
yes.
the Mets.
A moment of silence with somebody saying chasing the Mets.
I was looking on the web last night, and Pedro is a huge fan of the show you're doing on Tuesdays. He says it's funny, it's a lot of good music, and
Yes, it's a lot of great acts. The musical acts at the end, like nice way to put the cherry on top. And when the people get booed off, that's what people come to see. They come to
Yeah.
see. They want to see somebody thrown to the wolves.
right.
And they love it.
And I noticed that you don't have TonyRock.com. Some guy is sitting on your site.
Yeah.
I got that same problem. I let mine lapse, and some guy snagged it up. And I'm wondering how much I know they're trying to sell it to you. Or
Oh yeah. Every time a new show pops up, it's like, hey, my price just went up.
Right.
They're doing another season of Apollo. Well, my price just went up.
God.
What kind of neighborhood would you say they want for that sort of thing?
20.
20 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I was going to help you out, but I thought you meant $20.
Well, that's what they want for mine. $20
and you won't go?
Well, no, I
You
lost
cheap son of a-
Downtown Joe was my radio name, and I lost that downtownjoe.com to some guy who they just sit there and they wait for the one time you kind of forget that it's going to expire or whatever, and they jump on it. And then they email you every 6 months or so. And like Tony says, the price goes up and down depending on what they think your career is worth. And mine, it's literally, I think the last time was like $200. You want it? Sure. And I didn't take it.
Yeah, this
even
guy,
at
he'll
that.
see me in a commercial and it's like, another 1,000.
Damn. It's like your success is your detriment.
You're going on tour again? Okay, another 5.
Are you a big web guy? You got a big web thing going?
TonyRockComedy.com is mine.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I have an app too, so the app kind of helps,
Right on.
avoid the guy in his office. So you could just download the app for free.
You tweet a lot and do all that stuff?
Yeah, I do all my tweeting and all my Instagram is me, but Facebook and all that
Yeah.
stuff is somebody handles it.
Because, these guys, like we had Gabriel Iglesias a couple weeks ago, and what was it? His internet thing was what blew him up, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you do anything freaky people could watch you do to help you blow up the internet? Can you down a dozen donuts in 8 seconds? Can you
no. It'll take me a
put
while.
parts of your body in a hot pocket like Gaffigan did? Anything stupid like that?
Nope.
You're just about the funny then,
Yeah,
not about the freak.
Just about the jokes, yeah.
Very good.
Just
That's
about the
good.
jokes.
That's good.
Put parts of your body in a hot pocket. What
Hey, look how
parts?
much money you made him. You spend a lot on first aid cream, but the rest of it you keep.
Yeah, good for him.
Do you get stuff from Everybody Hates Chris since you're one of the characters on that show? And did that make it into syndication or is it?
Yes, it's syndication.
So
yes,
you get something from that?
Every once in a while, I go to the mailbox and hey, a check.
Awesome.
It's really cool. Like,
Have you ever had a radio interview where somebody didn't ask you about your brother Chris?
Maybe one.
One? Okay. I was
Maybe
going to
one.
try to be the guy, but I couldn't make it. I made it 5 minutes.
Maybe
here.
one. Maybe one time.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He has a new movie coming out. He's going to tour again this fall and do another HBO special at the end of the tour.
Is he
Right
jealous
on.
of all your success? It's,
He
that's
is.
tough for
He
him.
is. I think he's the
It's
one.
gotta be tough for
I
him.
think he's the one holding on to my website.
He owns TonyRock.com.
I think it's him.
Oh, well, in that
He
case,
knows-
get
he
the 20
knows-
grand because he needs it.
He knows every time something happens good, hey, prices went up. Like, how does he know this?
Right on.
It might be him.
Have you have you been to the club? Did you play last night? At
I
the
played
party?
last night. Yeah, it was my first time in the Seattle club.
Brand new club.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very
it
I
is.
like it a lot.
It
I like
is
it a
real
lot.
nice. The Parlor Live in Seattle is where you'll find Tony Rock tonight and tomorrow, 2 shows. So make sure to go to bobrivers.com and get some tickets for that because it should be fun.
It was nice last night.
What club was that? Because that used to be a big venue,
It
right?
used to be Fox Sports.
Okay,
it was
right.
a
And-
sports bar, big
Right.
sports bar.
Then they spent all the money. It's like buying a good used Mercedes. Let somebody else take the depreciation hit, right?
Yeah.
You roll in a year later and you got this gorgeous venue. Nice.
And it's kind of a shame that, I mean, I'm thrilled the Parlor took it over, but if they could have just held in there, Seattle is kind of a sports town now. I don't know if you noticed,
Yeah.
but we're the Super Bowl champions.
Congratulations.
Mariners are in playoff contention, barely, but
Not
they're
today,
in playoff
but yeah.
contention.
Give 'em another week. Huh.
We've got a soccer team that's really good. I don't know if you even care about
Oh
soccer.
yeah, no,
but-
I don't care about soccer, but I did see on 60 Minutes how insane your soccer fans are.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
pack.
did see that.
We pack our football stadium.
Yeah.
60,000 soccer fans.
Yeah, how you do that is beyond me. But
Did you watch
You
any
tell 'em
World
it's a
Cup?
football game.
no, I didn't watch any World Cup. No,
Really?
Yeah.
None.
Not even that?
No,
No.
I
Didn't get the fever at all.
None whatsoever.
You know,
you want to hear something? I tweeted last World Cup. I tweeted, "Hey, this is America. We don't care about the World Cup." I got so much hate sent to me. I mean, people were like rabid fans, like you piece of crap. How could you say that? We'll kill you.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, okay, you guys
They
are
get
serious.
mad.
Soccer fans are passionate.
Yeah.
They're a little like Ted Nugent fans, we found out. Because Ted Nugent just canceled a couple shows, and we mentioned a couple things about Ted, and we got a few calls just
Really?
like that. Yeah.
This is much biting, too, as a Ted Nugent show
Yeah,
as a soccer
just-
game, too. Yeah.
Well, I got to say, Tony, I wasn't a soccer fan either, but our friend Pedro in there is from Argentina, and they went to the finals.
Oh, Pedro's mad about what I just said.
And, oh, man.
You know, he's
and-
used to it. We've been dogging him forever.
But watching the U.S. do so well, and then watching that Argentina-Germany game, I watch that every minute. And I got to say, and mostly it's because it's, when you got a friend that's a big fan. Like now
Right.
I'm more inclined to like the Mets because I like
Oh,
you.
good,
And,
good.
I'm inclined to like them. And I was rooting hard for Argentina, and it was exciting. I know 1-0 doesn't sound like it could possibly be exciting.
Yeah.
But I think if you sat there and watched that, you might change your mind.
Well, we'll see if I have 7 hours to kill one day. And
Now, what you missed by not watching the World Cup was 17-year-old Belgian girls getting modeling deals. Have you, the
Really?
fans of World Cup soccer, and it's funny they always pick these gorgeous young from wherever country they were from, be it Brazil, Argentina, Belgium, Germany, yada yada. They find that most cameramen who work at stadiums. I mean, these are voyeurs who found a way
NBA
to.
games too.
Seriously,
Yeah,
I mean,
they find
every
the hot
cameraman.
girl.
Oh, look at her! She's
Actually-
enjoying the game. Look at her sweat. My God, look at the way the sweat drips down. The
That
face.
one Belgian girl who
Yeah.
got the modeling contract with
Yeah.
Lancome, it's been taken away.
I know because she likes to hunt endangered species.
Yes, she does.
Hot
know.
girls,
Yeah.
girls like soccer. Is that what you're telling
Hot
me?
girls like soccer.
That's
Unless-
my in. That's my
unless-
in. I'm in.
Unless you're an Algerian fan. Did you notice that? As I watched a little bit of soccer, and all the Algerian fans they showed were these fat, hairy carpet salesmen from Algeria. Those are the only ones in Algeria who could afford to go to the World Cup were the fat, fuzzy, furry men.
My favorite World Cup fans were the Japanese.
The Japanese soccer fans?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Their team got demolished, and then Pedro, what did they do?
They cleaned everything. They picked up all the garbage
They
from the
picked
stadium.
up all the garbage from the
Wow.
stands. Yep.
Wow.
Americans are like that too. If
Yeah.
our team got our clock clean,
Yeah,
we would totally clean up.
Oh, especially
Not-
in New York. I'm sure that
Uh-huh.
Shea Stadium's the cleanest
come on
place you
now.
ever see.
Come on now.
Shay's the cleanest
Oh,
part.
Mets fans are the loveliest.
City Fields.
City
City
Fields
Fields
are
been going
beautiful,
for a long
man.
time.
Mm-hmm.
John
City
Stewart's a
Field's
Mets fan
amazing.
too. Yeah.
Jerry
Some-
Seinfeld's a Mets fan.
Mets, yep, you bet you got some fans.
Yeah.
City Field, that's right. They tore it down. Shea
Yeah, Shea's
Stadium.
gone, yeah.
Yeah, and Yankee Stadium, all those famous landmarks. Boston is the only one that kind of holds on to their
What's the other one? Wrigley.
in Wrigley
Well,
Field
Wrigley,
in
yeah.
Chicago.
Well, they're afraid to move anything at Wrigley. They'll find bodies under it. Then they'll slow down. You could be 5 years building a new park while you do all the remains.
I know you're working tonight. It's King Felix is on the mound. We've got Felix Hernandez. Is the
Who you
guy
guys
we're-
playing?
The Orioles tonight.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, if there's some, you'll be on stage probably. It'd be tough, but there might be a day game Sunday. But you probably don't care about Mariners and Orioles. That's
I
how
like
you-
baseball. I mean, it's
You like it either way?
Have you been to our park?
I watch, yes, I've been several times.
Safe
I
was
saw
beautiful.
the Mariners play the A's a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was
Great
a really
park.
good game.
It
yeah.
is nice.
Good food too.
Now, do you like football?
Oh, love football.
Are you-
Pittsburgh Steelers for life.
Steelers.
Steelers
Oh,
for life.
man.
Well,
Sorry,
we're out of
sorry.
time.
Thanks for coming.
Pittsburgh
See you
Steelers
later.
for life, baby.
There's
Really?
the door.
How'd you do that
When
as
I
a New
played
Yorker?
when I played Little League as a kid, we wore black and yellow.
Okay.
And I thought it was like a farm system for Steelers.
Steelers. Thought you were on your way.
I was waiting for the call. Like, okay, they got to be calling any time now. And I just scored a touchdown.
And you're about the age where that was the steel curtain, right? That
yeah,
was Bradshaw
yeah,
and
Bradshaw,
you
Swan
bet,
and
man.
Stallworth,
Franco, yeah.
and Rocky Bly. all
Hard
those
not
guys.
to love that
Yeah.
group.
And that's the reason I didn't like them, because in my formative years they were winning all the time, you know. And we lived next door to some people from Pittsburgh that my mom hated, and the Reppermans, I still remember them. She goes, "Yeah, they were like these German folks from Pittsburgh." And
The
she's like,
Reppermans.
yeah, she got in a fight with Mrs. Repperman, and it's like, we don't like people from Pittsburgh, so that's been with me ever since. I haven't liked.
Well,
the-
you love hard, huh?
Oh yeah. I haven't liked the Steelers. I haven't liked the Pirates. I just don't like them.
I'm from Baltimore, so we hate.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
yeah,
We would
okay.
go. Orioles go. Here come the Pirates.
Yeah.
Colts go to playoffs. Here come the Steelers. It never failed all my life.
Well, training camp for our Seahawks opens today, so we're very excited about that. It was a Super Bowl year. We only had
Yeah.
one of those, one Super Bowl
Yeah.
ring.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
It was a thorough drubbing.
You can say it. Yeah, we kicked ass.
It wasn't even close. It was just like, this is the Super Bowl. It's supposed to be competitive.
You want
but-
to see my? I got at that moment. I got to show you my wallpaper on my computer because I think it's relevant to this conversation. See that?
Yeah.
That's the moment. I got my wallpaper is Peyton Manning as the ball's about a foot past his head, and his eyes are like he has been
Whoa.
abducted. It's like he lives in Oklahoma. He's been abducted by an alien. There was no time for lube. That's how big his eyes are open. I mean, I love that moment.
Yeah.
the rest
Looking
of
forward
my
to
life.
this season. I think the Steelers are going to be back in it. I think we'll be back in contention.
Yay,
see you in Arizona.
Steelers.
And if we
Yeah.
get knocked out of the playoffs, at least we will have the decency to pick up all the trash. And
There you
leave.
go.
There we go.
There you go.
And I love the Steelers coach. I got to say, he's
Yeah.
no nonsense.
Tomlin's a good guy,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's a real good coach. Not so thrilled about the quarterback, but you like Roethlisberger.
I do. Yes.
You do.
Big tough guy. Hard to take down.
He is hard
Not
to
much
take
of a
down.
scrambler, but hard to tackle.
Yeah, our big problem, I don't know if it's a problem, but Marshawn Lynch, our guy, Beast Mode, is
Oh, yeah, holding out.
not coming to work
Yeah,
today.
he's holding out.
So-
I saw him at the ESPYs.
Oh yeah, were you
yeah.
there?
I was at ESPYs. Everybody was dressed except for him.
Oh,
Seriously?
Everybody suit, tie,
Did he have his
beautiful
sweatshirt
women
on?
gowns on. He had on like a T-shirt and
No kidding.
his dreads tied back and a bunch
he was
of
wearing
gold chains.
a hoodie or something, probably.
He looked like 2 Chainz on steroids. He was just like a bunch of dreads and gold. It was like,
So
okay.
you probably saw Richard Sherman there too.
I did, yes.
Yeah,
I did.
Richard is the man. He's in his mama. Him and Beverly, his mom, are the chunky soup people. So that's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to be the chunky soup mama and son this year. So
Okay.
that's a pretty cool deal. Beast Mode has a Lamborghini, and he puts. Did you see that picture?
No.
He takes red ropes like you would get on
Velvet ropes.
Velvet
Like the
ropes.
club?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
And
club.
puts it around the car.
Yeah, in the hood down in Oakland. He
Wait,
parks it
he
in Oakland.
he drives around with the red ropes in his car?
Yeah, and then wherever he parks, to make sure he doesn't get it dented or whatever, he will surround it in red ropes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
That would explain the holdout.
yeah. That made the web the picture of that today, and then he decided he needs more than $7 million a year or whatever. So,
Wow. Good for him. Good for him.
but that always happens. We'll see how it goes. Well, Tony Rock,
Get my Lamborghini and rope it
Yeah,
off.
would
yeah. What kind of ride do you? What kind
I
of
have a
ride?
Cadillac.
Can't go wrong
can't
that.
Go wrong with Caddy.
No, I had a big white Cadillac for a while. I loved that car. It was it kind of fell apart. I mean, it was one of the old ones. You probably got
Which
a new
one, which one would you have?
I had the sedan DeVille.
The
An
one
old-
that
white
you could
sedan?
put.
yeah,
yeah.
the big white
Wow.
sedan DeVille.
The one that
Wow.
you could put 10 bodies in the trunk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could.
Right.
You could live in the trunk.
Yeah.
You could, and I did.
It
for a
gets
little
even better.
while.
His grandma was his grandma or grandpa.
Yeah, my grandma, big
Grandma
mama.
passed away in
Yeah.
Mississippi and gave him the car, so he went across country and drove that thing home.
Yeah.
Nice.
You imagine that?
Nice.
Oh, it was awesome. I had my cowboy hat. I had my my Cadillac driving through Kansas and South Dakota, and just rolling right through. It was awesome. The reason I was asking, and I don't know if Chris has one of these, but they're talking about Rolls Royces this morning.
No, he's way too frugal.
He doesn't go for that kind of thing.
No, he's not a flashy guy at all. I think he drives a Prius.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's practical. That's for sure. A lot easier to park than a Cadillac too.
Yeah.
Well, they say
he's not doing as well as you, man. So seriously,
Yeah.
they say Rolls Royces are on the rise. They're starting to sell more and more of them. So I'll tell you about that in the next hour. Tony Rock will be at the Parlor, the new one in Seattle, tonight and tomorrow. Make sure you go see him. You can go to parlorlive.com or bobrivers.com. We'll put a hookup there for you. And thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, thanks for getting up and coming in. Tony Rock on 95.7 KJR. We'll be right back. I'll tell you about